3 kids. Don't take credit for them all the time, but I do have 3 kids. Student called me a while back and asked me to come and spend 5 minutes, so I'm going to have to talk kind of fast about my conversation, I guess, with the senator, but maybe more importantly, the connection between early childhood care and crime. And I will tell you that listening to the speakers before me, they're absolutely correct. There is an absolute direct connection, correlation between early childhood care and crime. You know, the goal of what you pay, those of you who live and work in the city and live and work in any city, what you pay the police department to do is help prevent crime from occurring. It is without a doubt a fact that we're not going to arrest ourselves out of this situation. There are not enough jails. The judicial system is not fluid enough where you get locked up, you get rehabilitated, you come back to be a good citizen. It doesn't happen. That's TV stuff. For those who believe that, it doesn't happen that way because the system's overly inundated and crimes are just rampant, and crimes occur where there are opportunities. And unfortunately, we don't have a system that can fix that problem. So the real goal for us as a community, and me as a police chief and us as a police department, is to keep people from getting into a system that doesn't work. Keep them from getting into the judicial system. And that's crime prevention. And I know all of you have heard about community policing. And this is just another component of community policing. I'm a member of an organization that actually is called, the student said, Fight Crime, Invest in Kids. And it's a membership of over 5,000 police chiefs, sheriffs, attorneys, judges, a lot of different people, and victims of crimes. A lot of people that have been that are either in the judicial system or been a part of it as a result of one of their family members being the victim of a crime. And really, our focus is, there are actually 3 things, and this is scientific. This is an absolute fact. There are 3 things that have been proven to help prevent crime. For families or kids that are at risk. Early childhood education, from birth to 5, parenting of parents of high-risk kids, and after-school programs. It is an absolute fact that those 3 programs are proven to be effective. As a matter of fact, I will tell you statistics, and these are over 10 years of statistics. I showed you that kids that are high risk, that are not involved in an early childhood program, are 70% more likely to commit a crime before they're 18. 70% more likely. Kids that are involved in, or kids that are not involved in, we're speaking of pretty much high-risk kids, kids that are not involved in an after-school program are 50% more likely to be drug abusers. And kids whose parents, or high-risk kids whose parents are not receiving parenting, are 50% more likely to become users of drugs, and 57% more likely to commit a crime before they're 18. So, you know, so for police departments and for me, it's our passion is, because our passion is preventing crime from occurring, and this is a way that we can help that occur before those kids even get into the judicial system. Because as many of you know, as a juvenile, you can commit stuff and maybe you can recover from it. But I will tell you, as an adult, once you get a record as an adult, it's a record that sticks with you. And it becomes very, very challenging for those adult criminals to turn their lives around and come out and have a productive life. It happens. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, but I will tell you this, it is challenging. So our goal is to do everything we can as a police department, as a community, to keep individuals from getting into that system. So the organization had asked me, since Senator McConnell is the minority leader and has a lot of status, a lot of clout, a lot of power in our country, to go and speak to him. And I will tell you, he was very gracious. As a matter of fact, we had the meeting, and he had to leave. And then he took the time to come back. So he was a listening ear. I was really impressed with how attentive he was. But I'm less impressed with the funds that are going to go to make the program happen. I mean, and he was upfront about it, you know. And these are monies that go into early care programs, child care. A lot of programs are nonprofit programs. But as you all well know, that we're really facing some very challenging times financially in our country, certainly in our state, and certainly in our city. So while he was very attentive and had a deep understanding of the importance of it, I'm just not so sure that the funds to to facilitate these programs are going to occur. So any role that you all play as individuals or as an organization to push that through your representatives, it would be greatly served and greatly warranted. And I can assure you, and I gladly provide this information, Stu, for you and anyone else as it relates to the facts, the organizations that are involved, and the outcome as a result of this. I'm going to leave because I do have another meeting, but I gladly, if it's appropriate, entertain any questions that anyone might have. Yeah, well, again, thanks for inviting me, and stay the pace as it relates to coming up with initiatives that are going to help save our kids, because by saving our kids, we're going to save our community. And you're going to make my job and your job a lot easier.